Hi everyone, so I'm coming to you from a different place in my apartment today for the stay-at-home reading rush tag and my TBR for this readathon. So I've actually been keeping up with this, like I started yesterday like we were supposed to, but I just didn't think I was gonna have time to film a video, and then today I didn't really have much homework, so I'm gonna go ahead and film this video. I've already read one of the books on my TBR, but we're just gonna go for it. So the first question for this tag is, how is reading going while being under lockdown, while staying at home? And for me, it has been going great. So as an English major, I'm usually only reading my books for class. It's really frustrating sometimes because I can't read the books that I want to read personally, but now I finally have time to do that. I've been reading nonstop. I have actually read I finished 11 books this month already of April, and it's what, the 17th? And like 5 of those books were this week. And so it's been a really good reading month for me. The next question for this tag is, where have you been reading? So I used to have a roommate, and when my roommate lived here, I would do most of my reading in my bedroom. But now I've kind of migrated out of my room and I'm sitting on this couch, which is really nice. I bundle up with a ton of blankets, and I have this wonderful pillow. You say book hoarder like it's a problem. But yeah, I've just been chilling here on this couch. I'm always here on this couch, which appears to be a common theme from these videos that I've been watching. But yeah, this is where I've been. The next question is, what is the best book you've read during this quarantine time? And for me, this book is Panic by Lauren Oliver. So this book wasn't like revolutionary, and it wasn't the most well-written book I've ever read, but it was so much fun. So much fun. I read it right at the beginning of the Magical Readathon Owls readathon, and I just had the best time reading the book. I flew through it. I could not put it down, and that was the book that I've had the most fun reading during all of quarantine. This next question is asking, what is your favorite feel-good book? And for me, it's anything by Morgan Matson. Like, I only own in physical copies Second Chance Summer, and I just reread this. Any book by Morgan Matson is just immediately amazing, and every time she releases a book, I get it, and it just, I don't know, it puts me in the summer mood, and it just gives me all the feel-good vibes. She was supposed to release a book, I thought, this May, and now she's not. I'm guessing because we would have heard about it by now, which just crushes me, but it's gonna be okay. It's okay, but I cannot wait till she releases another book. The next question is, what is a book that you would love to buy from a bookstore or borrow from a library right now? And for me, this book is June Boys. So it is the Booksplosion Book of the Month for April, and I just want to participate so badly, but I've been trying to do better about buying books. Not really doing well about that, but I just haven't gotten it, and I really want it, but I haven't justified making the purchase yet. So I don't know, maybe if I do really well for Reading Rush, I can say, well, you've gotten all these books off your TBR, you can add another one to your TBR shelf. So we'll see. So this next question asks if you want to shout out an author. And right now I want to shout out Rainbow Rowell because she liked one of my tweets recently, because I read Fangirl earlier this week. I reread it and I tweeted about it, and she liked it. And I kind of freaked out for a minute. Oh yeah, so shout out to Rainbow Rowell, who's probably not watching this video, but that's fine. And the final question is, what is your TBR for the stay-at-home readathon? So the first book that I read for the readathon already was One of Us is Lying. This was really fun. I'll talk about it in my wrap-up. But I read this for what is a book that will make you smile, and I smile whenever I get a mystery book. So this book made me smile. There was definitely some serious content in it, but it still made me smile just reading this book. I'm also going to count One of Us is Lying for the book that I read in the same room the entire time. This one I read in my living room on this couch the entire time, so I'm gonna count this one for that one because we're allowed to do doubles, and I'm not sure I can read 4 books this weekend, so I'm just gonna go ahead and count this one for both challenges. The next prompt for the readathon is a book with a house on the cover. So I looked at all the books that I own, and this was the one I chose, Romanoff, and I'm currently reading it. I'm like a little over 50 pages into it. But if you look right there, that's a palace. And you know what? The Romanovs lived in a palace. So I'm gonna say that this is a house, and I'm gonna count it. So the third book that I'm going to read for the readathon is Shadow and Bone, and this book is supposed to be a book set somewhere you'd like to visit. And I didn't have a lot of places that I wanted to visit, but the Grishaverse is so cool. I haven't read Shadow and Bone or the Nikolai duology, but I have read the Six of Crows duology, loved it, would love to visit the Grishaverse. So I'm going to read Shadow and Bone and finally start the series that everyone's been talking about. So finally I'm gonna start this. And if somehow I do manage to finish these 3 books and still have time this weekend to read, I'm planning on reading The Hunger Games. My dad read it with me when I was 13, and now my youngest sister is about to start reading them in preparation for the prequel coming out next month, and I really want to reread them before the prequel anyway, so I'm gonna reread them with my sister starting this weekend. I'm so excited because I've listened to the Hunger Games series on Audible before, but it's been a while, and I don't remember everything from these books, and I'm so excited to jump back into it before we get to the prequel. So that is the stay-at-home reading rush tag plus my TBR. So let me know down in the comments if you are participating in the reading rush this weekend and how you're doing with it. For my wrap-up, I will be posting vlogs as well as a wrap-up of my reading. So stay tuned for that. Please subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.